Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Today, eat Kellogg's Pep, the Super Cereal. Super, as in Superman. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Kellogg's Pep, the Super Cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman.
Today, in a hideout in the state capitol, Joe Solitaire, king of the punchboard racket, makes an amazing statement to Muscles, his burly henchman.
I've news for you, Muscles.
Yeah, boss? What is it?
I've got Superman right where I want him.
Superman?
Yes. He doesn't know it, but now I can make him go exactly where I want and do what I want. And with that set up, we can't lose, boy. We just can't lose.
You know, some people collect expensive things like precious jewels, but now you can collect red-hot items that Kellogg's Pep gives you as a prize.
Right. Now you can get actual glossy photos of 18 top-notch radio and sports stars. A brand new series of slick, candid camera-sized photos to add to your collection. One photo is yours inside every package of Pep, the Super Cereal.
Think of it. Photos of radio stars like Alice Faye, golf champions like Lloyd Mangrum, and football stars like Norman Stanley of the San Francisco 49ers.
Correct. You can help complete your collection of 18 stars by swapping any duplicates you get. And to swap the exciting way, play the game of Photo Swap. Later in the program, we'll show you how to play this swell game.
Remember, get your prize photo from each package of Pep, those catchy flakes of whole wheat. Yes, every crunchy spoonful of Pep is a brand new reason to polish your bowl clean.
That's Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Kellogg's Pep, the Super Cereal. Super as in Superman.
And now, the adventures of Superman. Despite 2 attacks on his life by Joe Solitaire, the punchboard racketeer, Editor Perry White, newly elected mayor of Metropolis, went ahead with his campaign to have punchboards outlawed in the state. While Clark Kent and Lois Lane backed him up in the Daily Planet, White had an anti-punchboard bill introduced into the state legislature. He seemed assured of success when suddenly he received a stunning surprise. At once, White summoned Clark Kent, who, unknown to him and all others, is Superman, to rush to the state capitol. And as we continue now in his hotel room, the gray-haired mayor is telling Kent what happened.
My anti-punchboard bill was to come up before the state legislature tomorrow, Kent. And Tom McVane, the majority leader, virtually assured me it would be passed.
Yes, I know that, Chief, but what
Well,
made him
get
change
this. McVane called me up a couple of hours ago and told me my bill was being tabled.
Tabled?
Yes, tabled. Put on the shelf. Thrown out the window.
Well, I don't understand. Why?
Well, that's what I want to know.
Well, didn't he give you a reason?
No, none. No reason at all. He said something had come up, something he couldn't explain, and he was asking the committee to table my bill.
That's mighty strange, Chief. Have you tried to see him?
Oh, sure. I've called his house a dozen times, but he won't come to the phone.
Well, I don't get it. Tom McVane has a fine reputation. He's even being talked up as our next governor, so...
Our next governor? Why, he'll be lucky if he can keep his seat in the state legislature when I get through with him.
Oh, now, Chief.
I'll rake him over the coals in the Daily Planet. I'll demand an investigation by the legislature.
No, wait, Chief, wait a minute. Take it easy. After all, McVane may not have been able to help himself in this matter. There may be another answer.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know. I've got a hunch, but I'm not sure. Let's see if we can't find out. Come on, Chief. We're going to see Tom McVane whether he wants to see us or not.
It's no use ringing anymore, Kent. McVane won't open the door.
You're wrong, Chief. He's coming to the door now.
Well, how do you know?
You hear that? Good evening, Mr. McVane.
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, I'm Clark Kent.
Now, look here, McVane.
Oh, it's you, White.
Do you always answer your door with a gun in your hand?
I'm sorry. I thought it was...
You thought it was home.
Joe Solitaire, perhaps?
Yeah, no. No, what made you say that?
Then you were expecting Solitaire, eh?
No,
I thought so.
Solitaire. So, that's why you tabled my anti-punchboard bill. You're playing ball with him.
No. You don't understand, White.
No, I understand all right. You and
Wait a minute,
Solitaire...
Chief. Hold it. May we come in, Mr. McVeigh? I think we ought to talk this over.
Well, all right, come in.
All right, McVeigh. Let's have the whole story.
Very well, Mr. White. Late this afternoon, Joe Solitaire came to my office. He tried to bribe me to kill the anti-punchboard bill.
He did? Why, that
Wait a minute,
dirty...
Chief. Go on, Mr. McVeigh.
I told him what I thought of him and ordered him out of my office. As he left, he said, I'd be very sorry.
Yeah, it was just a bluff.
Well, that's what I thought. But this evening, when my wife and daughter and I were at dinner downstairs, a rock crashed through the window and landed right in the middle of the table.
A rock?
Yes. An envelope was tied around the rock, and in the envelope... Here, wait, I'll show it to you. Here. See for yourselves. These were in the envelope.
Bullets. 3 bullets.
And this note was in the envelope, too. Read it, Kent.
Let's see. This is your last warning. If White's bill passes tomorrow, 3 more bullets will be delivered from a gun. 1 for you, 1 for your wife, 1 for your daughter.
Joe Solitaire sent that note?
That's right. And he means business, too. So you can see now why I have to table your bill, White.
Well...
I'm not afraid for myself, believe me, but I can't sacrifice the lives of my wife and daughter. You understand, don't you?
Yes, of course, Mr.
Oh,
McVeigh.
nonsense. Gangsters can't run our government. We'll call in the state police. They'll assign bodyguards for you and for Mrs. McVeigh and your daughter.
Oh, I've thought of that, White, but the police can't be everywhere. A shot from a window or a roof or from a passing car. Well, it's the lives of my wife and my only daughter, gentlemen. I can't jeopardize them.
He's right, Chief.
No. Wait a minute. There must be some way to protect them.
There is a way. A sure way.
What's that, Kent?
Get Superman to take on the job.
Superman?
Have you gone daffy?
Not at all, Chief. Democracy and a fair deal for youngsters are at stake here. 2 things in which Superman is very much interested.
Sure, but how are you going to get hold of him? Just pick up the phone and ring him up on a cloud or something?
Oh, Superman once told me, you might say, how I might be able to contact him in an emergency.
Are you serious, Kent?
Entirely.
No, McVeigh, don't listen to him. Kent means well, but he often gets cockeyed notions.
You think so? Well, let's give it a try. You 2 wait right here. I'll be back soon.
Wait, where are you going?
That's my secret. And Superman's. See you later.
Well, of all the crazy, loony
Kent
ideas...
was joking, wasn't he, White?
Well, I hope he'd have better taste than to joke at a time like this. But, oh, well, let's forget about him. There must be some way out of this mess. Well, who's that?
It may be Joe Solitaire. Wait, I've got a gun in my pocket.
Nonsense. Solitaire wouldn't dare.
All right, I'm ready. Come in.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Superman.
Good heavens, it is Superman.
Clark Kent told me about your trouble, Mr. McVeigh, and I
Great
thought I'd...
Caesar. How did Kent ever get hold of you?
Well, perhaps someday he can explain, Mr. White. But right now, let's get down to business. I know all about the situation, Mr. McVeigh, and I have a proposition to make you.
What's that, sir?
You go into the state legislature tomorrow and bring up Mr. White's anti-punchboard bill as per schedule.
But my wife, my daughter...
You do as I suggest, and I'll personally guarantee that nothing happens to your wife and daughter. Is it a deal?
Well, of course it's a deal. Right, McVeigh?
Why, yes. If Superman gives me his word to watch over my wife and daughter and protect them.
I give you my word, Mr. McVeigh.
Well, then, I'll do it.
Fine.
That's the stuff. Now, Joe Solitaire, you're finished. For good.
Jubilantly, Perry White anticipates a final victory over Joe Solitaire. But unknown to White and to Superman, the Punchboard King is preparing a startling surprise for them. We'll be back to find out about it in a moment. So keep listening.
Say, you pep fans, listen. What is is that sound effect, Tom-Toms?
Why, that's a Pep photo collector's heart beating. He's playing the exciting game of Photo Swap. That's the thrilling swap game that helps you complete your collection of Pep's new photo series. Yes, the keen photos of 18 famous radio and sports stars you get as a prize. One inside every package of Kellogg's Pep, the Super Cereal.
Think of it. Candid camera's eyes actual photos of radio favorites like Tom Brenneman. And sports stars like Mary Hardwick, the English tennis champion.
All in all, 18 top-notch stars in this sizzling new series to add to your collection.
And the game of Photo Swap packs each swap with excitement because you trade blind.
To play Photo Swap, always carry with you the duplicate you want to swap, at least 2 or more. Then, let's say you meet a collector pal. You both haul out your spare photos and hold them face down in your hand. Okay? Here's how it goes. Hey, Photo Swap?
Yup.
Then swap 2 off the top. Now you exchange the 2 top photos in your hands, and you've swapped 2 duplicates for other photos. That's Photo Swap.
Remember, it's played with photos from packages of Pep, those catchy flakes of whole wheat. Good? Why, Pep's more than good. It's super delicious.
That's Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Kellogg's Pep, the Super Cereal. Super, as in Superman.
And now, back to the adventures of Superman. In a shabby rooming house in the state capital, Joe Solitaire and Muscles, his burly, broken-nosed henchman, are in a shade-drawn room. On a rickety table is a small, portable phonograph, and on the revolving turntable, a roll of film-like recording tape is playing toward its conclusion.
Listen, Muscles.
If Superman gives me his word to watch over my wife and daughter and protect them.
I give you my word, Mr. McBain.
Well, then, I'll do it.
Fine. Ha-ha, that's the stuff. Now, Joe Solitaire, you're finished for good.
Gee. That's all. Shut up the phonograph, Muscles.
Okay, boss.
It's a good thing we decided to plant the listening device in Mr. McVain's study this afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, creepers, boss. We better scram out of here fast. Now that McVain and White have Superman on their side.
Oh, no, Muscles. Superman doesn't know it, but he's on our side.
On our side? Are you nuts, boss?
Indeed not. We know Superman is going to be guarding McVain's wife and daughter, right?
Yeah.
And we also know that Clark Kent can contact Superman, right?
Yeah, so what?
So that makes it very simple. Now we know how to get Superman away and how to send him wherever we want to.
I still don't get it.
Never mind, Muscles. I tell you, Perry White's anti-punch board bill won't come up tomorrow. You take my word for it.
Puzzled, the burly Muscles stares at the cunning racketeer chieftain, unable to understand what he means. Do you know what Joe Solitaire has in mind, fellows and girls? Can you guess? Well, you'll find out in Monday's exciting episode. And so will Superman. So be sure to listen. Tune in, same time, same station, for another thrilling chapter of Pennies for Plunder on The Adventures of Superman.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, The Adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC Comics magazine and is brought to you Monday through Friday at the same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Super Cereal. By the way, do you like candy?
Say, are you kidding?
Well, then, how about having Rice Krispies Marshmallow Squares?
Yes, how about that?
Well, just get somebody at home to make them for you. So easy to fix that quick as a minute you get 24 crunchy, light marshmallow squares. Delicious all through with those toasted bubbles of rice. Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Sure, this swell cereal double features in candy.
Okay, when do we eat?
Today. Just get someone to fix you Rice Krispies Marshmallow Squares. The recipe's right on the package of Kellogg's Rice Krispies. This program came from New York. Stay tuned now for Captain Midnight, which follows in a moment. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.